This video is for the purpose of education and is 100% non-profit. Any attempts to remove this from the internet will be met with a legal challenge. You have been warned. Hey there everyone, how you doing? It's Jeff C. It is Sunday, June the 1st. I hope you're all doing well. I've been, of course, looking further and deeper into the latest hoax, right? Although we may have another one today. This, of course, is the Santa Barbara shooting hoax, the Isla Vista shooting. And, of course, one of the most puzzling sort of characters, there's always something that blows your mind that's just like, there's no way they would try to do that, is the Bianca, the Kock girl here, who had, you know, been shot 5 times, but somehow escaped with a mere Band-Aid on the leg. That is the evidence that she was involved in a mass shooting. There it is, a Band-Aid. She was indeed walking about, conducting interviews just days after being shot allegedly 5 times, right? I'm not making this up. It says it right there. Shot 5 times. He's shot 5 times. So very strange, right? Would you think she'd still be in a hospital bed? You know, wouldn't it be prudent to make sure that all her wounds are adequately, you know, healed? Or is she Wolverine? Of course, we know of her and her Rick Astley hero here. Not one more.
Not one more.
And I think it's important to note that Police State Radio pointed out how she was wearing the red dress, and all her other family members, of course, were dressed in blue. Here you can see here, I showed this video, which was one hilarious video. I mean, this guy's never said a word, but the drama on his face was just frickin' hilarious. The father managed to get something out. The mother's hilarious. She looks like a drunk. Anyways, so the latest in this saga, because of course it's completely bizarre. There's no way. I mean, come on. You shot 5 times. You wouldn't have just a Band-Aid on your leg. You would be in some severe trouble. You wouldn't be out and about. You'd still be in the hospital because she thought she was dying. I mean, she said she called her mother. Didn't call 911. She called her mother. Said, "I'm dying. I'm dying. You know, Rick Astley's here, but I'm still dying." So, you know, the whole story is so utterly far-fetched, and you really have to be drinking the glucose-fructose double quick time to be able to digest this kind of crap, because, I mean, they obviously think they can pull it off. They get their B-grade actors or C-grade actors, and they have a script written. Then they have the makeup artist who rushes in to apply the tears, and then the next shot, there's no tears. And their eyes are dry, and there's no redness, and nothing. It's just like she just was touched up again. Yeah, had her nose powdered. You know, it's how it works. It's all a show. There you see her crying as she remembers her 2 sisters. Her 2 sisters. They're the 3 sisters. If you watched Dario Argento's Witch trilogy there, you have the 3 sisters. But the 3 sisters here, but they're not really sisters, eh? They're sorority sisters. But they use the term sisters over and over again. Her sisters. She's the only survivor of her sisters. There you go. Police State Radio. Maybe you could come up with something like this, what it means. But anyways, what I'm here to talk about today is the latest stuff that came off of the corporate media, of course. They never let us down. They never let us down. You know you can count on them, especially ABC. As I said before, ABC, this is their baby. They're the ones that are really running with this story. So now we get to hear the surgeon and how she was called in to presumably operate on this victim who was, as she quotes here, saying she was in one of the worst conditions of the people coming in. It's funny to listen to, of course, because she doesn't really explain what the wounds were. at all. Isn't it like, isn't that what you're supposed to do when you're being interviewed? I mean, isn't that the questions that are supposed to be asked? Like, where was she hit? When she hit, well, we saw that she had a Band-Aid on her leg. So I imagine, that's where the 60 caliber bullets were going in or whatever, right? It's just too hilarious. Now, let's listen to her and see if we can find out any more about Bianca de Kock.
So I got a phone call probably at about 9:45 or so that there were multiple gunshot wounds in Isla Vista. So I came into the hospital immediately. Bianca was one of the first victims that we saw. There were 5 gunshot wounds, and she was one of the ones who sustained more wounds just based on, the initial evaluation at the scene. So she was tiered as one of our more sick patients. She was very lucky in that she never required any operative intervention, but obviously the emotional wounds.
Obviously the emotional wounds. I mean, it's obvious, right? I mean, she got shot 5 times. I mean, that's what ABC News is telling us, what everybody's telling us. The Band-Aid looks like she got scratched by a kitten. It's this. I mean, seriously. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just totally out of it, when it comes to bullet wounds. But have you ever heard of someone being shot 5 times and escaping with a Band-Aid? You can't make this shit up. You really can't. And this lady says absolutely nothing about where the wounds are. Nothing. Nada. Zilch. She's not going to tell us because what's she going to say? She's going to put herself on the spot. How are you going to explain it? There's no operating surgery that was required. Well, she was shot. Why is there no? Where was she shot? How was she? What are you talking about? Are you fucking shitting me?
Going to take a lot longer to heal. When she came in,
You see, I'll back that up just because I'm yapping.
The wounds from that are obviously the emotional wounds from that are a lot. Going to take a lot longer to heal. When she came in,
obviously, right? Obviously. The emotional wounds. I mean, this isn't going to take long. It's not going to take long. Hey, it's a Band-Aid. How long is that going to take to heal from? I don't know. Maybe a few days. Maybe it'll come off tomorrow. You won't even see it's there. Wolverine. Hilarious, right? This is the game they play.
She was asking about her friends, and at that point, none of us had any idea
3 sisters
who survived or what happened. And then as the details started to come forward, we realized that she was the one out of the 3 that survived, and her mom was very concerned to me about, how she was going to react to the death of her 2 friends. But she handled it with grace. I mean, she really did.
Grace under
she
pressure.
She seems like a very strong girl from, the interactions that I've had with her.
Exactly what the ABC knew. This lady's so special. She's a survivor. She's so strong. I've never seen someone so strong. She's gonna be a great person. I don't know. She said something along those lines before, right? You remember? So.
But obviously, this has been really, really tough for her. It really settled in once I came home and started watching the news and seeing really what happened, and then making the connection to what they were saying on the news to my patients.
Yeah, that makes sense because it didn't make sense. This girl showed up supposedly with 5 wounds and needed a Band-Aid. I mean, what is there? Express? You go through the express. You probably don't even have to sit down. It goes, go on to the Band-Aid line. All right, there you go. Band-Aid slapped on you. Okay, go home now. You want to go on the media? Talk about being shot 5 times. 5 times. 5 times. Wow, that's the craziest thing ever. I mean, are you kidding me? Now, this lady is legit in the sense that she's here, Pamela Lee, Santa Barbara Cottage Hospital, and here she is. Yeah, she's offering her patient here some rectal advice. General hernia, weight loss, colorectal, vascular, thoracic, I don't even know how to pronounce that, breast cancer surgery. Website here, or where she can be found. So she's legit in the sense that she is a surgeon, and I guess she got paid enough to show up and give her lines.
Dr. Pamela Lee provides specialized care in colon and rectal surgery. Bowel incontinence is an embarrassing and underdiagnosed condition. The new InterStim therapy is a minimally invasive procedure that may be the answer to getting your life back on track.
Before the InterStim therapy, I stopped going out with friends, I stopped doing activities, I stopped really doing everything that I enjoyed because life was just too unpredictable.
Dr. Lee also performs colonoscopy and hemorrhoid treatment that is nearly painless.
I think Bianca the Kock might need some hemorrhoid treatment. I bet her hemorrhoids are more severe than her gunshot wounds. I mean, come on. You can't make this shit up. You really, really can't. You know, it's so crazy. I mean, you gotta be shitting me. You're talking about, and look at the ABC, it's just playing away, now it's showing the frickin' terrorists. There they are, they got beards. It's just hilarious. It just goes on forever. It'll just keep playing. I don't know. I had another page here set up, obviously. Santa Barbara shooter. Survivor didn't know sorority sisters were killed. Her 2 sisters. Anyways, this is just the latest on the stupidity of this thing. I mean, you gotta be crazy to buy this story. She doesn't mention anything at all about any of the wounds, where she was shot. You know, like, it's standard. That's what you would do. You give a press conference. You talk about this person being shot. Where was he shot? The abdomen. The abdomen. Yes. Oh no, in the knee or the leg. Right? Where was he shot? In the neck. Oh, it's in the neck. No, you didn't tell us anything, lady. You're just the bug-eyed there. Oh. Well, she was one of the worst. Yes, we put her in the, more severe area, triage or whatever. Hey, probably just put her in the BANDAID triage. I mean, it's so ridiculous. I can't believe anybody would buy this shit.